Smoking on a Budget review. So some of you may have known or know that Angelina and I, we moved from Atlanta to North Carolina, stayed there for about 9 months, and 2 weeks ago, we moved the 1,400 plus miles to San Antonio, Texas. Now, if you've never moved across country, you may not know. It's a pretty penny. So now that we spent that pretty penny to move here to San Antonio, Texas, we got to smoke a little bit on the budget. Now, we got some good stuff in there marinating in the humidor. Gonna let them marinate for about 2 months. But during this 2 months of marinations, we got to smoke on a budget. So here in San Antonio, they have a Cigar International. So we ventured off to Cigar International yesterday. And since we were looking to get the biggest bang for our buck, for $90, we got 40 cigars. That cigar that has no band is the Cigar International's cigar, the Roscario. And we got the Roscario, and I gotta tell you, they come 40 in a bundle for $90. Got my 10% military discount. When you first pull it, it's a little rough. It's a little rough on the foot. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a little rough on the foot. Now what we got here though, with the Roscario, is a pure Honduran. It's a Honduran wrapper, Honduran binder, Honduran filler. So a part of me was right off the bat like, Honduran leaves, they're good leaves. I like the Honduran leaf. You know, especially some of those cigars where you can get you a Honduran wrapper and like a Nicaraguan binder, which is a cigar we had as a house cigar at 1911 Cigars here in San Antonio. That was a good smoke, good full body smoke. Now this one is more of a medium smoke, medium to full body. But I gotta tell you, after you get past the foot, even though it doesn't say that it's a Honduran Habano, it smokes like a Honduran Habano on the wrapper. It got a nice pepper kick to it. They're 54 ring gauge, 7.25, I believe, is the length of it. But it got a nice pepper that goes through the whole cigar. And that's why it starts out a little bit rough, because, you know, when you got that Habano, on almost any Habano, that foot of it is going to give you a lot of pepper right off the bat. So it burns you, gets you real good. But then as it starts to smooth out in the first third, the second third, and the last third is real good. This is about my fourth one that I've smoked since we bought them yesterday. I gotta say, it's a nice, smooth tobacco flavoring, and it's followed up by some good little notes of coffee. Little leathery, little woodsy going on. There's a little bit of sweetness of a dried fruit that kind of comes through on it as well. And guess what? When you're spending only about $90 for 40 cigars, you're looking at about $2.50, $2.25 per cigar. So if you got to smoke on a budget, but you don't want to smoke some trash, like honestly, nothing against the other companies, but them factory smokes, for me, because I don't like the sweet cigars, it's trash. But this, I can see this being a part of my regular routine, even after we get past paying all these, after we done paid all these deposits and all this other stuff that comes with moving from cross country, you know, the U-Hauls and all this stuff that comes out your pocket. I gotta say, the Cigar International's pretty much their house cigar. If you gotta smoke on a budget, this has probably been one of the best cigars that I'm smoking on a budget that I've actually had. We tried the Moose chills. Those are good, don't get me wrong, but they're twice as much. They cost twice as much. So they're still a low end cost wise cigar, but it's a good cigar for smoking on a budget. But I gotta say, these are better. These are better, which goes to show that the price don't make the cigar. The price don't ever make the cigar. Quality of the leaves, that's what makes the cigar. The quality of the blend, that's what makes the cigar. So I'm telling you right now, if you gotta smoke on a budget, and we probably gonna be smoking on a budget for a good month or two, these Cigar Internationals Rosario is a good buy, a very good buy, and you get plenty of cigars. And y'all know I smoke like 4 to 6 cigars a day, so it's an incredibly great buy. I'm gonna have to ratchet it down though to maybe 2 or 3 a day, but it's a good buy. Good notes to it. Oh, and it's long filler, so it holds the ash very well. It's not flaky and falling all over the place. So if you want to smoke on a budget, I'm recommending this one from your guy Renz, Smoking Phoenix. Keep it smoky.